So I got the porta power in there to try to push. I was trying to push right there and it just wasn't interested at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a piece here and, you know, go pretty far back here actually, because it doesn't want to do that.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Here's our new filler piece. We'll bend it and then set it up there and mark it out. Make sure it's gonna work out okay before we cut anything. Well, it's bright out here. Close. That was even closer. I think I can work with that. Might bend right at the ends a little bit more. And I really need to bend this down here into that rain gutter and do my spot welds there instead of cutting this here and welding it in. It'll just save a ton of time. Alright, I have just 2 tech screws in it. It's not down as far as it's going to go, but it's enough to get it to where I can mark these and cut them, the up and downs, and then I can cut that gutter off, or not the gutter off, I can cut those spot welds off, and then I'll be able to lay that down in and then do our top line here. Now we did it. Look at all this trash down in here. Anyways, get the vacuum out and clean that out. I was wondering what the smell was every time I'm up around this gutter, and I think it's just mostly burning walnut shells and, oh yeah, some mouse poop. So that's fun. That's fun. Got our piece prepped here. Got our gutter all cleaned out. Looks like it's got a little hang up there. Clean that out. We should be ready to go. You can see that's contouring really well. I was okay with leaving this a little high because I want it to kind of have some spring to it, kind of pulling it. So, you know, it'll be kind of like that. Alright, that's kind of that. Kind of a hodgepodge of pieces there, but you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do. It'll still be alright, especially compared to where we were. You know, before it was just not straightenable. And now we're gonna be able to straighten her out. Still got a long ways to go here. Alright, got it welded up, and I still have a bunch of metal work to do, but I didn't know how it was going to quite react to the welding, and so I just wanted to get it welded, and then we'll start, you know, like lifting that up and stuff like that. It's still just, I mean, it's still just shaky. So still got to get it tightened up. But, you know, this is 4 days of welding and grinding, you know. So we'll just keep on keeping on. So we're going to get a little primer on here. The roof, kind of taking a break on it and going to do like some understructure support for the roof rack like the original had, and I just want to see how that all works out I still got major oil canning going up there. Still a major disaster. But I did get a lot of the welds kind of hammered flat and whatnot. So gonna work on this, get a little primer on it just to protect it, and we ordered in some steel to work on the roof rack. And I want to do like some better supports underneath for the roof rack, so I think that's going to help with our oil canning and all that. I want to make it to where that rack is super solid, and then
Up to but not exceeding.
up to not exceeding. So prime time. All right, so we got some high build primer sprayed on this thing, and it's good stuff. I really like it. You know, just to spray these two pieces, it's very large two pieces, you know, would be equivalent of a bedside and a door or so. You know, we used up half a gallon of that filler primer, and so that's $150 or so of primer. But the fact that I didn't have to take it to 180 just to prime it, now I got this primed, and it's the way I like to do it, because now I can guide coat that and block it and know actually where I'm at. I actually have evidence of what I got going on. You know, when I'm doing the filler work, I'm using a block by hand, and I can, you know, fill it out, you know, and see how I'm doing. But there's stuff you miss when you're dealing with, we're probably dealing with 8, 9, 10 and a half feet of, you know, filler work, straight filler work. And so it's easy to get lost in that and not really know exactly where you're at. This is kind of like a fresh start again. I'm gonna start it over, like I'm doing this like I'm starting over from scratch. I can get out that 180 on a block and go down this and actually see where I'm at. Then go from there with our filler work and repair work and whatever you got. But we're looking pretty good. You know, it's kind of hard to tell, but you know, it's looking nice. I mean, we had a straight tragedy going on in this. You know, this was, we had quite a few, we had like 3 really big dents in here. On this one, we had to section in that rear part of the quarter. We welded in a fuel door. There was dents in that. You know, all this stuff we made. So of course there's stuff going on there. But you know, now I can see, okay, this line is looking pretty good. We got a shelf there. It's looking like how it's supposed to. Our round is looking okay. It's a good time to go in if you don't like something and change it and you're not into it that much. Like, it's really letting us check what we have. There was 2 spots that I was trying to get right before I primed, and I put a little filler on there and totally forgot to sand it. But you know, it's no big deal. I'm loving our lines here. This is probably my favorite. You know, we had 2 windows coming together here, so making all these corners and whatnot, the final product is kind of cool considering how much fab went into that. You know, our weld that went all the way along the top here. And one of the big things I'm worried about is this curve right here. I've seen it on different trucks of these, this vintage, where this has, like, it'll have a different shade line because it's not quite the same. That's one thing on this that I really want to make right, and you can kind of see that shadow looks pretty consistent, you know. Another part I really like on this is this shape right here. I just love that shape. That's why I'd rather not put a tail light back in there. I'm hoping, and we ordered up some lights that I hope to put up here, and so we'll see how that works out and stuff. But like I say, it's nice to have a fresh start on something of this magnitude, you know, it's just easy to get overwhelmed and lost in it.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything